Our Major League Baseball pregame show brought to you by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Now, Rob Prod with me here, and before we start the game, let's highlight our player spotlight tonight. And Joe Random, he had 2 home runs, 4 hits total, and 5 RBIs. And take a look at him swinging his bat right there. Rob, what do you have to say about that?
I'm speechless with Jipler. This he does it. He can do it all. He has, if you need someone to step up in a big time situation, it's that guy right there, Joe Random. He will do anything he is called upon to do, and he certainly fills the shoes for that spot.
Indeed he does, and he'll be our player spotlight tonight. Now, here we are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for Game 3 of a 3-game series between the National League Central rivals, Cincinnati Reds and Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates are heading off to the playoffs, and the Reds are going to be packing for home as they are last in the National League Central this year. The Pirates have already won this series, so they're looking for the sweep tonight as we take a look at the starting lineups. Madison Baumgartner is going to be on the mound for the Reds, and who's this guy? Jacob Turner will be on the mound for the Pirates. Rob, what are we looking for tonight in a matchup like this? Do you have your broom again?
I do have my broom again. I love to see another back-to-back sweeps with this very loaded Pirates team this year again. And I think this game is going to be another check mark in the win column for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think it's going to be a nail-biter today, but the Pirates are going to pull through like they always have this season.
I agree. Let's take it down to the field now as Ray Chavez steps in the box. 308 on the season, 13 home runs. Not a bad leadoff hitter for this team.
Not at all.
0-1 pitch to him. Softly hit to Joe Random. He'll backhand, fire over to first, and that's how this game begins.
Very smooth.
Let's take a look at this crowd real quick as we see Jacob Turner's scouting report. This crowd is absolutely packed to the brim. They seem ready for playoffs, and I'm certain they're excited that the Pirates have clinched the division again this season.
Absolutely. As you just saw, Jacob Porter is sitting at an 89 to 94 fastball. This game the pitchers have really increased in velocity with their fastballs, and this game's starting to become a pitching battle each and every year.
And a bit of a high throw over there to first, but it's in time and the inning is over. We'll head to the Pirates after the first inning. We have no score. And on first, here's Joe Random. He enters today's game with an 8-game hitting streak. Certainly not at a high point for him, but it's a streak nonetheless. Here's the pitch to him from Madison Baumgartner. That pitch is blasted into left center field, carrying back to the wall. It's gone! A home run!
Wow.
That's his 3rd home run in 2 games. He is on fire. He really wants 90 this season. That's 86 this season. And it's 2-0 Pittsburgh right out of the gate.
You know, this is just scary, especially with the key, or not the key. Excuse me, I'm just, my head's on backwards right now. But Joe Random heating up this late in the season, it's not good for the teams that they'll be facing later on.
It has to make Pirate fans excited for playoffs.
Oh, absolutely. It's the energy. I'm sure the crowd certainly is a key factor into the Pirates' playing style of these games. Performing very well, being backed up by the crowd, cheering them on.
Indeed, I agree. Here's Adrian Chavez, now left fielder for the Reds. He leads off the third. He singled back in the first. Ground ball pulled over to Random at second base. Throwing to first, and that is the first out of the 3rd inning.
I don't know what's wrong today, Jipler. My head's on backwards. I can't speak today.
That's all right. We'll let you go. Here's Random, and shockingly enough, he had a home run back in the 1st inning.
Madison,
86 on the season. We'll reiterate that as many times as we can. That number is just swinging curveball foul toward the third base side. Strike one.
Madison Bumgarner, pretty good reputation in MLB throughout his career. Starting to slow down though a little. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, he's getting old, but that's okay. He's still a dominant pitcher. He's been in the Cubs organization, and now he's with the Reds. Might we want to mention, though, that Random's batting to the right side tonight, yielding the left-handed pitcher, so that home run was hit from the right side of the plate. And another pitch. High in the air to left field. This one will not leave the ballpark, though. Chavez camps under it at the warning track.
He just got under that a little too much.
Just a little bit.
But
got Mike Andrews.
Joe Random, extraordinary power. This guy is very scary. I can't stress it enough.
Indeed, I agree.
If you had to describe Joe Random in 3 words, what would you say?
Powerful, talented, inhumane.
Good call.
That pitch is skied into center field.
Joe Random getting under the ball a little too much. Getting.
Smith will make the catch out there, and the inning is over.
Joe Random really wants this 90 home run.
I don't think he's going to get it there. He's running out of at bats, but we'll head to the 6th inning. Pittsburgh up 5-2.
Real quick, getting back onto the point with Joe Random and 90 home runs.
Well, I want to ask the question, Rob, actually, because we all know he's hit 90 home runs before, so that's really, it's not a question of if he'll do that. The question, if he'll do something, is if he hits 100. Do you think that's going to happen in his lifetime?
I believe that he can hit 100. It's just a matter. It's not if he can. I think it's when, because he improves in a column each and every year somehow. Even with how high the numbers are, how impossible it seems, he reaches those milestones, and I'm sure he'll do it.
Bobby Hacker steps in. He had a home run earlier in the game. Yeah, I agree, though. I mean, I'm excited to see when that year comes, and I'm happy to be a broadcaster and be able to watch every game for free and get paid to do it and still talk, of course, yeah. Just kidding there. But anyway. Yeah, but I mean, I can't wait to see when he does it. I'm certain it's going to happen, as you said. And that's actually the real question I think we're going to be watching for. I mean, if he doesn't hit 90 home runs this year, I mean, how could you be upset about that is a great question. You just beat the last person's single season home run record by over 10.
The thing I find astonishing about Joe Random is he's a second baseman, and second baseman's kind of known to be contact hitters, but this guy obviously shows that that's not the case with him. He
puts the ball in play, all right.
He is a contact hitter, but I'm just saying he shows extraordinary power as well, which you don't see a lot of second basemen doing.
But just remember, he got drafted as a third baseman. Just remember that.
That's very true.
Then he moved over to shortstop, then he moved over to second base. So he was a third baseman, though. I don't know if that third baseman power is what we're seeing, but it is what it is. Runner on first, now 1 out. Random's 1 for 3 tonight. He'll step up to the plate. That pitch is hit well to right field. And he got under it just a bit as the right fielder will make the catch. That is Thomas Henn out there, and that's out number 2. So Random goes 1 for 4. And that might have been his last at bat of the regular season, so it looks like he'll be stuck at 86. And that's going to do it, fellas. Final score, Pittsburgh 6, Cincinnati 2. Bumgarner, that'll do it for the season. He'll end on a loss, but he'll still have a winning record of 12-11. Jacob Turner improves to 13-5 heading into the postseason. So that's player of the game. Brought to you by Topps Cards. Jeffrey Lindsay had 1 home run, 2 hits. He had 3 RBIs in 3 at bats. Rob, what do you say about him?
I think he's he doesn't get a lot of focus on this team. Or attention, I should say. I think with Joe Random, Mike Anders being there, but he's one player that teams need to watch out for coming postseason, because he certainly has the power and ability to be a key factor for the Pirates this postseason.
And it really is that Jason Hayward, he's actually playing for Jason Hayward, which is interesting. And Jason Hayward coming in his old age, you need a rookie like Jeffrey Lindsay to really come through for you. And I believe he's done the job the way he's could. And
Very true.
Hayward's playing when he can in right field and center field, and then you got Colby Rasmus in center field. So Lindsay just adds another power factor, another real guy that can be feared in the lineup, and he adds that into their lineup, and he will be a future prospect certainly that we're going to be watching for.
One more last quick thing before we wrap up today, Jip. I think Jacob Turner going from 12-5, 13-5 with the big win here. The Pirates pitching staff starting to heat up too, let alone the offense heating up. It's just scary. Like, words can't describe the amount of aggressiveness that this team has right now, wanting to win their 6th consecutive title.
Certainly the Pirates will be the team to beat in the postseason, and good luck to all that can. We will strive to beat them. Okay, well, just words in real quick before we wrap up. The Mets have officially clinched the second wild card spot, so they will play the St. Louis Cardinals in 2 days in St. Louis. The Minnesota... Yeah, it was the Twins. It was the Minnesota Twins. They will host the Baltimore Orioles in Minnesota for the American League wildcard game. That will happen tomorrow. And, of course, we will have all Pirates postseason games through the Division Series. And then MLB 15, the shows. Matt Vasgersian, Eric Harris, and Steve Lyons will take over the Championship Series and World Series parts. But we'll be here for all your Division Series Pirates matchups that will happen. Of course, before we go again, just so many things to say about the Pirates. They are the best team in baseball. So they will face the wild card team. They have the best record in the National League, so they'll face whoever wins the Cardinals and the Mets. So that's nice to hear. All right, enough of us talking. That's it for here from us. Rob Prod, it's nice to have you again, and it's nice to have you for playoffs this year. It's nice to have you in the booth here.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Glad to be with you.
So from all of us here at MLB 15, the show, I'm Jipler, Rob Prod with us, saying thanks for watching. We'll see you for Pirates October coming up. We'll see you in 3 days for that matchup. Good night, everybody.